Okay, this is my free comic book day video. I tried it before. I had trouble uploading it. When I finally did upload it to YouTube, for some weird reason, the audio was totally screwed up, so you couldn't understand a word that I was saying. Not that that's saying much with my accent and everything, but I mean, it was. It really did. I mean, I sounded like one of the chipmunks. So I have no clue what happened. So we're gonna do this really quickly. I think that may have been the problem. The other one went on too long. Okay, first of all, we got Bloodshot from Valiant. This is has a continuation of a story that was in, I believe, one of the Exo Manowars issues, which leads into Fallen World, where a future the Ray character, R-A-I, or Rai, fights the then incarnation of Bloodshot. So that looks kind of cool. Interceptor. This is by Donny Cates. It takes place in a future planet where the people of Earth have evacuated to escape vampires, and it turns out that the government has been lying for generations. Looks good. I believe this is already available in a trade paper with a sequel called Reactor. Vampirella, Christopher Priest, really good writer, is revamping, by the expression, the character. So we'll see what he does with that. He's already said that he's going to bring back some older characters. So we'll see. Hard to believe Vampirella is 50, right? Okay, from Fantagraphics, we have our favorite thing is, my favorite thing is Monsters. Just sort of a few pages from the graphic novel by Emil Harris of the same name. Really interesting artwork in here. I believe it's semi-autobiographical. Lady Mechanica. I have been following this by Joe Benitez, who writes and draws it and created the character. I want to say probably for the last 10 years or so, I've been picking up most of the trade paperbacks. Absolutely love it. Steampunk. A young woman wakes up one day, discovers that some of her body parts have been replaced by robotics. And she seeks revenge and also tries to help those who are also affected by the same thing. We got Spawn #1. I don't know if this is jumping on point or what, but we got Spawn 300 coming out in August 29. As far as I know, only Spawn and Eric Lawson's Savage Dragon are still around from the beginning. We got Deadly Class, the Killer Set. This is a good comic. I recommend the trade paperback collections of the early issues, and I also recommend the TV show if you haven't seen it. I absolutely loved it. We got Saga. This is issue 43 of Saga, which they had. They have a price of 25 cents, but they were giving it out in some of the comic shops I went to. It's a good it's a good jumping on point. As the daughter of the main characters telling of her origin, how her parents met, and how she's gotten to this point. So I recommend that. We got Captain Canuck. This is it's French Canadian. It's a sort of a slang expression for people from Montreal and Quebec. It can be derogatory. My mom used to call my dad, "You dumb Canuck," in love, of course. Anyways, apparently the new Captain Canuck. I believe there have been several. He's exactly what you're thinking of. He's, the Canadian version of Captain America and Captain Britain. We got Stranger Things. I believe this is a one-shot, although it may lead into 6, which I think is the new Stranger Things miniseries. Every year is a Doctor Who comic. This way, it's the 13th Doctor. The journey for all time starts here. I haven't read it yet, but highly recommend the series. I know some people don't care for it. It's with Jodie Whittaker I absolutely love it. I think they nailed it. This is reprints. Folks from Drawn and Quarter are reprinting the John Stanley written, and I believe he also drew most of them. Little Lulu comics from back in the 50s and 60s. I absolutely loved that. It's one of those books that I grew up with, and I'm looking forward to this. I probably have like about maybe 7 or 8 issues that I still have of her. That and the tie-in title, Tubby. Animosity Tales, which ties in with the book Animosity, about a dystopian future where animals have gained intelligence, turned against humanity, and who can blame them? We got Grumble versus the Goon. I'm not familiar with Grumble, but the Goon, of course, is that great character by Eric Powell, which I highly recommend. This is H1 Comics, a new comic company. Co-directed, or the director, creative director is Mark Waid, and he co-writes this story. I guess introduces some of the new superhero characters in this universe. Mark Waid, John Cassidy, Carlos Speed Miguel, Devin Grayson, Mike McCone, Meredith Laxton, Jonathan Lang, and that's only about not even half of the people introduced that. So I recommend this. I'm looking for that. Blastosaurus, I got no clue. This is from Golden Apple Comics. I just thought the cover was cool, and I'm guessing a rhino or a triceratops detective. What the hell? I'm willing to give it a try. That's the whole point of Free Comic Day. Go in here and get stuff you're not familiar with. This is related to the comic Wrong Earth, where we have this character, Dragonfly, and Dragonfly Man. And Dragonfly Man is like a Batman type character, sort of camp. Dragonfly is there's the same character from an alternate universe, which is much darker and grittier, and due to a supervillain, they trade places, and basically it's how does a character of one type exist in another world, and what do you do? We got again. This is a combination of new stories and reprints. Again, a comic book characters I grew up with, the old hobby characters. This is from American Mythology, Casper's Spooksville, and you can see on the characters, it's the ghostly trio. There's Wendy, the good witch, Spooky, the tough little ghost. We got a little hot stuff, who the Hellboy Jr. is sort of a takeoff on that character. And there are 2 new stories and a reprint from back in the 50s when I was reading these books. So I'm looking forward to going through those. Hopefully I'll be able to upload this. And I hope you supported your local shops. I went to 3. Torpedo Comics in Orange. Nuclear Comics in Laguna Niguel. And Comic Quest here in Lake Forest. They're all really great. Picked up some great stuff and spent money in every one of those shops, which you should be doing. Peace out, take care, and I'll see you later.